David Hertel in for Elias. A lot to get to with my next guest. He is the leader of Ensemble Montreal, city councilor for the borough of Saint Laurent, the leader, therefore, of the opposition at City Hall. Aref Salem is on the line. Always a pleasure, Aref.
Well, the pleasure is mine, David.
So, let's start with this cabinet, quote-unquote, shuffle that occurred yesterday. Valerie Plante playing a bit of musical chairs with her executive committee. Any reactions?
Well, it was, we all saw that, she passed through an oyster gate. She passed through the tax hike,
yeah.
from the last, the highest one from the 14 years. We know that we live a housing crisis, homelessness crisis in the city. It was about time that the mayor do some changes, but what we saw yesterday is like simply a few shifting of few people around, and for us, it's not the way to restore the sense of priorities in Montreal.
Sorry.
We see it let me give you an example for the housing.
Yeah,
we still have the same responsible of housing, even though that she said she's gonna build in her promises. She said she's gonna build 60,000 housing units, and we know that it's going nowhere in this crisis. And for so far, all we saw, the same responsible of the housing is still the same. So for us, it's it's cosmetic changes, and I'm not sure that this shuffling will give a result.
We definitely get the sense, or at least I get the sense, that Valerie Plante is definitely gearing up in election mode, even though it's not until November of 25. In the last few weeks, you had the $1.8 billion plan for downtown revitalization, $37 million for small, medium-sized businesses, the creation of the nocturnal vitality zones, so the nightlife districts, and now this. How do you feel about where the administration is putting its priorities right now?
Well, basically, the administration in a panic mode right now. And we saw it in the by-election in Ile-Bizarre. We had 79% of the votes. She got 21% of the votes. And we can see, even though in any events I go, in any events we go, we can feel that the population, they want the changes. And the last poll, it was clear that 57% of the Montrealers, they want changes. So, for now, I have a feeling they're in a panic mode, and they're trying at least to announce a lot of stuff. The problem is they had promises done in 2017, in 2021, and so far we didn't see any results. Can you tell me where is the pink line now?
No,
This is an example.
Well, speaking of the pink line, let's talk about the STM. I mean, yesterday the CEO of the STM announces 230 layoffs to be able to get through the $86 million deficit. We're cutting the STM while I think we should be investing more. You say it yourself, no pink line in the near future, no REM for the East. For the STM, when you announce nightlife districts on one hand and you're cutting at the STM, how are we going to have STM servicing the nightlife districts? What would you do if you were mayor of Montreal with the STM right now? Would you cut it or fund it?
No, we have to fund the STM. I have, first of all, I'm feeling in solidarity with the employees that they're losing their jobs. There is around 230 employees.
230, yeah.
230 employees, they're leaving the STM. The thing is, I'm hearing the STM saying that, it's not going to hit on the service.
Right.
But, tell me how can 230 employees cannot hit on the service?
Right. It's either bad management or it's going to have an impact.
Absolutely. While, we have to fund the STM. And as you said, we're opening nightclubs until 24 hours a day. We have people, we have the nightlife. We have to we have to bring people to downtown. And at, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, we're telling them, you know what, there's no more buses, no more metros, because, we're cutting on that. It's a double message. And this is what the administration Plante was all about for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
It's a communication administration. no actions around.
So speaking of the upcoming election in 2025, I had your colleague in the opposition, Benoit Langevin, city councillor for Pierrefonds-Roxborough, on at the beginning of January. He told me on air that Ensemble Montréal was going to organize a leadership race to determine who was going to lead Ensemble Montréal against Valérie Plante in 2025. Can you tell me more about when this race is going to take place?
Well, you know, we have some announcement to do. We have few announcements to do basically during this year. Mm-hmm. Eventually, yes, the members of the party will decide who will be the next leader. Mm-hmm. And you know, if anyone wants to be a member, like, you know, it's an invitation to anyone who wants to have a change, and he wants to make the change, like to be a member of the Ensemble Montréal. And we can together, you know, decide who will be running for the next election. Mm-hmm. And as I told you, like, you know, it's during this year we'll have some announcement about the dates, about the conditions, and how we're gonna figure it out.
So there is going to be a leadership convention.
There is a leadership convention eventually.
Are you going to run for leader?
For now, I'm not there. You know, I promised my colleagues that I'm going to rebuild the party in a good manner. And, like, you know, that's what I'm doing. For me, the most important thing for now is to make this party attractive enough and make sure that we can be an alternative for Projet Montréal.
Are you considering running for leader of Ensemble Montréal for the next election?
Not there yet.
You're not there yet, but you're not saying no.
Well, I don't know. We'll see who's going to be running eventually, and I'll figure it out by then.
All right.
I'm too early to decide.
It's too early to decide, but you're thinking about it.
You know, I didn't close the door anyway, but you know, I'm not there yet. I'm not.
So the door's not closed, so you might run. All right.
I'm not saying I'm running. You know.
But you're not saying you're not running.
I'm not saying I'm running. I'm not saying I'm not running. I'm like in a reflection for now. And, you know, the best for me, what's important is to make sure in 2025 we will win. Mm-hmm. And we will win with someone who can lead us to win in 2025.
All right. Thank you so much, Aref, for your time. Always a pleasure. Have a great weekend.
It's a pleasure, my dear.
Thank you. Aref Salem, leader of Ensemble Montréal, city councillor for the borough of Saint-Laurent, of course, opposition leader at Montreal City Hall.